What's happening, people? I am Pranav, and you are watching on the Sport, your favorite sports channel. We are back after a small hiatus due to some personal matters I had to attend to. But now that all that's in the rearview mirror, we are back and better than ever. So let's get down to business. And speaking of business, the Premier League began on Friday. It was business as usual for the defending champions, Manchester City, who beat Burnley 3-0. Erling Haaland, I don't have to speak too much about him, honestly. Yeah, but now that that's happened and the rest of the teams are gearing up for their matches, I think it's time to make some top four predictions like everyone else has been doing. So, without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Number four, I think the fourth spot in the Champions League is going to go to Manchester United. I think Manchester United are a very, very good team. They have a great squad. They've done some good business this transfer window. They've gotten rid of a couple of players as well. I think with Eric Ten Hag's second season, I think it's going to be a big one. I think the squad's got more time to gel together, and I think Hoyland will be missed in the first few games, but with him in the squad, I think it'll be more dynamic than what they had before. Their defense is very, very good. The addition of a new goalkeeper is simply excellent, and I think they will make top four. I don't think the likes of Newcastle, Aston Villa, and Brighton, who some people are tipping for top four, I don't think that's going to happen because those teams will have European football to deal with, and I think their squad's not as stacked compared to Manchester United's. Number three, I think this is going to be a bit of a shocker. I think it's going to be Liverpool. Obviously, Liverpool are not as strong on paper if you look at the squads, if you compare them with Manchester United, but I think Liverpool are not done in the transfer window. If they got snubbed by Caicedo, I think they're going to go for a DM, and I think that's going to work out for them. I think their attack is scary on paper, and now that they've had time to gel, I think Darwin Nunez, Cody Gakpo, Jota, Luis Diaz, they're all going to have great seasons. Mo Salah is Mo Salah. I don't have to speak too much on that. I think towards the end of last season, we saw Trent thrive in his new role. I think we saw the defense concede fewer goals, and I think barring an injury to Van Dijk, Allison, or I think the new DM that they signed, I think they're in for a very good season. And Klopp, he's got that winning experience. I think they'll just about edge Man United. I think they'll close race again like last season, but I think Liverpool might just nick that third spot. The second position goes to Arsenal. I think Arsenal, contrary to some other people's opinions, I think Arsenal have done some brilliant business in the transfer window. Obviously, they you can say that they've overpaid for Declan Rice and all that, but what they're getting is quality. And when you have Declan Rice and Thomas Partey in your midfield, I think that's good squad building. Kai Havertz, obviously, a lot of people are divided over his signing, but I think he'll offer something to the Arsenal midfield, and I think Arteta can get a tune out of him. A Timber, fantastic signing, and they're in for a new goalkeeper as well. Apparently, I think the attack is lethal. Martinelli will only get better. Saka is an exceptional player. I think they might not miss Jesus as much because Trossard is fantastic up top. And if worse comes to worse, they have Eddie and Ketia up top, even though that's a downgrade a little bit. But I think Arsenal's style of play is so fluid and so electric that they'll blow teams away more often than not, more often than the likes of Liverpool and Man United, in my opinion. The midfield, they've lost Granit Xhaka, I think, but I think the midfield looks stacked better than ever. The defense is very good, as we've seen last season. And Arsenal, I think, because of the way they performed last season, and they've got the Champions League, obviously, but I don't think that'll be a deterrent for them considering they had Europe last season. So I think they're going to finish second, but unfortunately, the number one spot, I can't look beyond Manchester City. It's worth noting, however, that Manchester City look kind of weak at the moment in terms of squad because I think they lost Gundogan and Riyad Mahrez, two absolutely world class players. They'll replace them for sure. I think they're already done with Kovacic, but this is the weakest City have looked since that 2020 season. So it would surprise me if they lose the league, but I feel like it might be closer than what it was last time in terms of the end to the season that we got. Uh, the rest of the players are all fine and dandy, but I think KDB is getting older. But Alvarez has performed exceptionally well whenever he's played for them. Haaland, no need to say anything further. The addition of Guardiola, I think, is exceptional. Their treble winners, they're going to be looking to go again. I think the motivation will be there. I think Manchester City are going to take the title, but I predict an exciting race. For the top four spots, I think there might be a title challenge from Arsenal. There might be a title challenge from Liverpool, but I think ultimately City will take the title. Yeah, I think that's it for the Premier League. I think it's going to be an exciting season. The relegation scrap is another exciting event altogether. So honestly, that's the way to go for me. Let's look forward to an exciting Premier League season. I think Haaland's going to take the golden boot. But yeah, it's going to be a fun one. So thank you for guys for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next video.